scratch that. It was not a fire drill. Someone actually pulled the alarm. I'm dressed a little fancy today because today is the appreciation banquet for one of my campuses. This is the little invitation that they gave me, just very official, very sweet, and I just love that they do this. This is the special needs campus that I work at. It is a transition campus because most students are exiting out of the public school system. They're hitting the age of 22, so they're exiting. So it's their exiting ceremony and then their appreciation luncheon. Such a cute idea. It does take a lot of work that thankfully I'm not tasked with, but I get to enjoy a luncheon and then get to see my students celebrated and exiting, and it's going to be a great time. So I want to take you to that today and also along on the rest of my day. So on the schedule for today is planning a parent meeting. So throughout the year I plan different meetings. About once a month I try to plan a parent meeting to spread awareness, give trainings, and just open up lines of communication. So this Friday will be the last parent meeting of the school year here at the middle school. And I do this for the transition program as well. That one was last week, and that's also the parent tours that I do. You can watch that video if you have not done so already, if you're interested in that. But for the middle school, this last meeting is going to be about connecting students to summer services. There are great summer internships in San Antonio for students that are 14 and older. They're paid internships, great experience. So I want the parents to be aware of that. And then we're also going to start on our school parent compact revision and editing meeting. If you are not a Title I campus or you don't know what that is, it is part of our compliance folder. In order to receive Title I funds, we do have to make sure that those lines of communication between parent and school are open, and that everyone knows what their goals are and what their responsibilities are as students, as parents, as teachers, and as campus. So that's what the parent compact is. It's a one-pager, looks like this, and then in the back you have the same thing in Spanish. So what we'll be doing at the meeting is reviewing, seeing if the parents want to add or edit or take out and remove anything, and then we're good to go for next year to release it in August when the year begins, so that everyone is on the same page and we all have our goals in line and we can hit the ground running. So I am prepping that meeting and I'll show you what that takes. For Title I, you do need a sign-in sheet for everything and an agenda. So I have my sign-in sheet and I'm gonna go ahead and print that out already. Up top, I will add in a title so I know what meeting it was. There we go. And then I can add the meeting day, which I already know is gonna be June 1st. I don't have a printer in my room, but there is a printer right across. I'm connected to every printer on campus, so that's good. And there's a printer right across the way in the library. So I'm gonna print that. Grab my stuff and I'll show you. Okay, so I got my printouts from the library. So my next thing is to set up the agenda, so I make sure I have that ready for Friday, because this meeting will be at 9 in the morning. Pretty sure that I Google the documents. See, I'm gonna go to template here. Generally, these are the Google Docs that you should see if you have a Google Drive. If you don't, I recommend it because you can just add everything onto Google and it's password protected. I'll go with this one. This is where I can put my agenda for my meeting and just edit it. What I like is here they let you add in a grid. I can find it. Insert a table. You never know what kind of parents you're going to have show up to these things. I do a reach out through flyers, through a phone call, and through a text message type of listserv, which is through the Remind app. You really need to look at this. I'll share it with you right now too, because it is really great to connecting to especially secondary parents. You can simply add people by their phone number, by their email, or you can print out these so they can text that number to your specific group to be added. Papers and flyers don't always get home, and phone calls don't always get answered, but text messages get seen, and notifications, those alerts, they grab and they pull at your attention, and it's what we're used to anyway. So it's as simple as typing up your message right here to the entire group. This is confidential. The message goes straight to the parent only, and they can reply if they want. You do have a certain amount of letters that you have to keep it to, but your message can be translated into any of these languages. So you can also schedule the time and the day that you send out the message. So if you want something to go out on a weekend, you can do that, or later in the evening. That's a fire drill. Scratch that. It was not a fire drill. Someone actually pulled the alarm. It's like the school's almost out silly antics that are happening here at the middle school. Okay, so it's almost noon and I'm on my way to the luncheon. I'm excited about this. I have completed 2 home visits prior to, because it's on my way to. Now, the best way to conserve time and energy is to map out your home visits, and if you can, do things while you're on the way. That'll save gas as well. It does take a little bit more planning rather than just up and going. To me, it's more convenient. The planning I can do, the convenience of getting like 4 things done all at once and kind of batching that all together, that is priceless. This way I can do more than one thing all in one stretch, if that makes any sense. So that's what I suggest. Now I don't know where I'm going, so it's this way. I didn't know which way I was turning. This way. Oh, and I think I see it already. Kind of late in the game to do outfit of the day, but this is why I dressed up, which was for this exit ceremony, and this is what I'm wearing. This is a mango dress that I thrifted. It's like originally $200. With my black heels, I'm really good at thrift store shopping. Love finding different brands and vintage clothing and stuff. Maybe I'll take you along on one of those adventures. That was so beautiful. I just got out of the luncheon right now, and it was just, I got so emotional. A lot of my kids are exiting, and one of my kids, which I had a very tough time getting him to even come to school. I mean, he didn't start school until I'd say 3 to 4 weeks after the first day of school. It took about a month to get him into the front doors. We even had to go to court, and he made it. He ended up getting Student of the Year. So I'm so proud of him, and I was able to congratulate his mom because I know she had a major impact in getting him up every day and getting him to school every day, and he's flourishing. It's moments like these that I do what I do, and I work as hard as I work. This is what it's all about, is celebrations like this, seeing your students prosper, seeing them grow, seeing their families being able to celebrate them, because you know that and you see it in them. You just need to get them across that hurdle to see everything come full circle for some families. It's all worth it. We are blessed in my district and here in San Antonio to have many agencies that want to support students in need, and we are a very at-risk district, meaning that there are several students that are in poverty, or living in conditions that aren't the best. So, and that is why we're a Title I school, and that's why we have to open lines of communication and close those education gaps. This is my dream job, so I'm thankful every day for it. And I'm thankful when I have opportunities to connect students and parents to even more resources. So before the school year ends, right around the beginning, I guess the end of April, we do get a total of probably 15 to 20 applications for Adopt a Student. Not only do they buy the school supplies for the next school year, but they're also giving them a pair of pants, a set of t-shirts, socks. I don't know if they do shoes, but I do provide a shoe size, so I assume that they're also doing shoes. This all happens in August before the school year starts. The parents are sent an invitation to a luncheon where all the supplies are distributed to this family. All I do is choose who I'm going to refer to the program, fill out all the referrals to the best of my knowledge, all the sizes, all the interests, all their favorite colors, and I work one-on-one with the family to gather all of that, and then I attach the supply list for the next school year. I send it over to Daughters of Charity, and then they do the rest. If you're in the San Antonio area and this is something you're interested, I am going to drop all their information below if you're looking to maybe add this to your social work program, or if you want to adopt and be part of this program and give back. Middle school, I received your phone call, I guess about an hour ago, regarding the backpacks. You said 50 to 60. Are you wanting them to fill out any vouchers for you? Right, well, thank you for thinking of us. I do want to make sure that I get you the right material, like specifically what the school supply list and all that. Do you have an email where I can send that information to? That was my first time taking like a incoming resource call. I'm sorry, I was reading a message that was sent to me via Instagram. I love all the messages that I get from you all, by the way. I get questions, words of inspiration, I get funny stuff. So it always just makes the day go by faster. Okay, so what I did was I drafted an email basically stating that the church has reached out to me, that they're wanting to donate 50 to 60 preloaded backpacks, and that they're needing any backpack restrictions and any school supply list so that they can serve the community. No, I think it's okay to stay solution focused. You know, just kind of keep it to the here and now, keeping it to in this moment. And if they do feel like they need to talk about the past or work through the past, then refer them out. It's a hard time of the year to open up any of that as well, because we're already at the last few weeks. So you really can't do any long-term anything at this point. And are they connected to like Catholic charities, like the refugee services or anything like that? Yeah, no, I think it's completely fine to know where you can and where you can't. Professionally and then just emotionally as well, with whatever's, you know, because you mentioned your son, and you don't want to, that's a hard thing to have to listen to. Yeah, I would refer to Catholic charities because they do have their refugee services. They're going to know how to handle those types of cases, especially being Spanish speaking only. Though they're going to have probably a certain set of counselors that take those types of cases. Yeah, no. No, I think if that's what your instinct is, and then I do feel like it's the time of the year where you can't really have them get too comfortable just yet, because then we're gone, and they need to really be connected to an outside service at least until. You are full of some crazy cases this year. Okay. All right, sounds good. Okay, let me know if you need anything else. All right, bye-bye. I know many of you do enjoy these vlogs, so thank you for all your comments. It gives me the motivation to keep making them, because it's It's a little weird to have a camera follow you around, and I'm not doing very glamorous things. I watch other vlogs and they're showing outfits and photo shoots and all these sorts of crazy things, what they're eating and stuff. I understand my social work vlogs are not as glamorous, but it is a much needed profession, and that's why I do them. I feel like we need more social workers. We need more insight into what we do, so that when you choose to become a social worker, you're excited about it. You're excited to help, and you're excited to follow your passion. And if helping and sitting with someone in their most needing time is your passion, then God bless you. That's it, guys. This video is just about over. My makeup is faded. The lipstick is gone too. Before I go, I want to ask you, do you all want an about me video? I told myself once I hit 1,000 subscribers, and I'm a little over 1,000, so thank you for all of those that are following. I love you all. You're supporting social work whether you know it or not, because you're the reason I'm making these videos, and I hope you're enjoying them. So I want to do an about me. I want to get a little more personal. Both social work and non-social work related questions are good to go. Drop them in the comment box below, and I'll be sure to answer in an upcoming video. If you want to drop them to me on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, go ahead and do that too. I'll link all my handles down below as well, so we can connect and you can get to know me a little bit better. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm wishing you social work success.